20,000?
Yeah, the first day, open to the public, they had 20,000 people the first day, a set a record for a San Francisco show.
Jan, what was your sort of summary? What were the highlights? What did you see coming out of it?
The major things that I saw from the show, and it's really hard to pick the major ones because there were so many, I would say hypercard fever is absolutely evident in the show.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely evident. What you saw was Activision basically going in there and taking a chance on the market on their first two products, Focal Point and Business Class. But now you find lots of others jumping in. Activision has 2 new products. The sales of the products are high. We saw several new ones. We saw Mac Smarts. We saw Hyper DA, which actually lets a 512K Mac at least do browsing through HyperCard. We saw Hyper Bookmaker, and we're seeing an awful lot of vendors now jumping into that market now that Activision has sort of taken the first steps there.
Jan, how about a magazine for the HyperCard?
Funny you should mention that. The first magazine for HyperCard was in fact unveiled by at the show. It was unveiled by myself, who's publisher and editor of Hyper Age.
You don't have enough to do these days.
In my spare time, I do that type of thing. And of course, we feature really the players in the Macintosh market. Danny Goodman writing Organizing Your Life with HyperCard, and the Ted Nelson doing a study column on how he invented the word hypertext.
So you don't think HyperCard might be a fad?
No, I absolutely think HyperCard is going to revolutionize the way computing is done and possibly even the way human thought is done. I think the concepts for the past 40 years have laid the groundwork. I really feel that way. The concepts since 1945 have been laying the groundwork in the literature, and HyperCard is such a seductive, simple, easy implementation from a company that knows how to reach the mass market. I think this is what's going to make it turn the corner. I really believe that.
Jan, Jerry, George, we're out of time. Thanks very much. That's our look at Macworld Expo. See you next week on the Computer Chronicles.
Santa Rosa Computer Center offers you quick, friendly, factory-authorized service on all Apple computer products, as well as several other major brands. But when you're not sure which component is causing the problem, there's no need to pack up every part and bring it in. We will be happy to troubleshoot at your location. We will even give you a pre-site check estimate if needed, so you'll know exactly what your repair will cost. When you need the most competent help, we're here to help you keep your system up and running. Just call 523-1736.
In the random access file this week, Microsoft announced it is designing a version of the OS/2 operating system for 8386 microprocessor. Among the more dramatic changes to the system will be the support for an enhanced intelligent file system and support for multi-processor PC systems. The company expects to release the 386 version in 1989. WordPerfect Corporation hopes to release version 5.0 of its WordPerfect word processing program for IBM PCs and compatibles in March. The most notable improvement is a new command that lets you integrate graphics into your document from a large range of file formats. Contrary to many expectations, WordPerfect Corporation did not incorporate the capability to have more than 2 documents open at one time. However, WordPerfect 5.0 can use expanded memory, allowing you to work on very large documents in RAM. And Lotus Development has unveiled an upgraded version of its word processor program, Manuscript, also to be released in March. Manuscript 2.0 features macros, integrated downloadable font support, and an automatic worksheet import. In addition, Lotus noted that Manuscript can now support several industry-standard graphic file formats. Time now for this week's software review. Here's Paul Schindler.
Kind of hard to tell what's going on at this size, right? Or at this range, you're too close to see the big picture. Well, a lot of people have the same problem with their tiny screen Macintosh computers. One solution is to spend $1,000 on a large screen monitor. Another solution is stepping out. Now, stepping out enables your Macintosh monitor to pretend it's just a window onto a much larger or much smaller monitor. You get to choose how big a virtual monitor you're using, but be careful, the larger the monitor you use, the more memory it takes up. Probably the handiest form of stepping out screen enhancement is the split screen, in which half the screen is either an enlargement or a reduction of what is on the other half of the screen. You can also use it to greatly ease navigation through a large spreadsheet. Stepping out is $95 for the Macintosh 512 SE or Mac Plus from Berkeley Systems Design in Berkeley, California. For the Computer Chronicles, I'm Paul Schindler.
Owners of CD-ROM players can now catch up on the past 2 years of news in the Soviet Union. Aldi Publishing of Minneapolis is offering a CD-ROM disc with an English translation of the Soviet daily newspaper Pravda. A comprehensive index allows users to find references to specific items or to use wildcard references for general searches. The Pravda CD-ROM sells for $249. Panasonic has come up with software for electronic typewriters called FastType that converts traditional Gregg shorthand abbreviations into words, providing secretaries with a shortcut to finish typed documents. In addition to being able to translate Gregg shorthand, users can create their own abbreviations. The software will be available for 2 models of Panasonic typewriters next month for under $200. Since most drunk driving arrests occur at night or on weekends, county officials in Grand Haven, Michigan are considering using computers to allow judges to issue warrants from their homes for suspects who refuse to take breathalyzer tests. The proposal would allow an official at the county jail to send warrant information via modem to the judges for review. A judge could then swear in the officer by phone and instruct them to sign an affidavit warrant. Marine recruits at Parris Island, South Carolina are using smart cards from Microcard Technologies to buy everything from hamburgers to rifles. The 64K cards contain all the vital information about the recruit, including name and spending balance. The Marines are using the cards for all purchases on base. Finally, computers and religion have come face to face. Pope John Paul II has probably become the first pontiff to ever address issues of computer ethics. In a message prepared for the 22nd World Day of Social Communications in May, the Pope has warned the media against abusing the possibilities opened by computerization, which he said could be a force for peace if properly handled. That's it for this week's Random Access. I'm Cynthia Steele.
The Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by CompuServe, featuring an online reference library, Wall Street reports, at-home shopping, airline reservations, games, and hundreds of other services. CompuServe, helping people get the most from computers. Additional funding is provided by McGraw-Hill, publishers of Byte. Byte's detailed technical articles on new hardware, software, and languages cover developments in computer technology worldwide. Transcripts of the Computer Chronicles are available online on CompuServe. Type Go Chronicles at any CompuServe prompt. If you'd like the CompuServe access number in your area or a free booklet describing how to use online services, call 1-800-848-8199.
This show has been brought to you by Santa Rosa Computer Center, the leading supplier of Apple computer products to schools throughout the North Coast.
In the fast-track world of software duplication and production, sometimes it's hard to get the full perspective until you get to the other side. But some things are worth remembering, like quality, workmanship, and reputation. So the next time you're looking for disk duplication or diskettes, try the company the software industry has come to rely on for consistent quality and integrity. Memory Chips Incorporated, producers of vanilla wafers and mouse bites. Available only through Memory Chips Incorporated, the cookies computers love to bite.
Join the Fun Bunch. Send a self-addressed envelope to TV50 Fun Card, P.O. Box 1150, Santa Rosa, California. The TV50 Fun Card. You can't have fun without it.